forgive me. At the Rosh Hashanah service, Rabbi Silver spoke of Simon Wiesenthal's story, Sunflower, in which its protagonist, enslaved in a Nazi death camp, was told, when finished with his assigned task of removing medical waste, he was to report to a room in the hospital where an SS officer lay dying. The Nazi, racked with guilt for his role in murdering Jews, asked to be forgiven by a Jew, any Jew. The prisoner, mindful of his dangerously fragile status, simply sat in silence while the dying man pleaded he'd been brainwashed into becoming a murderer. Rabbi Silver asked us, if you were in that prisoner's shoes, what would you have done? None of those who offered their opinion said they would forgive the Nazi. But, like the prisoner, I was silent. That evening, I took my time to sort and scribble the onrush of thorny thoughts. I recalled the mafia kingpin in Mario Puzo's The Last Dawn, bragging, "I forgive no one." I shuddered at news about the gargantuan expansion of our prison system. Of some solace is the work of volunteers from the nonprofit Prisoner Visitation and Support, who offer prisoners a warm, non-judgmental ear. I've read letters by remorseful prisoners who, after serving their sentences, were not only unforgiven, but shunned and hounded. 30 years ago, a woman was victim of a Thanksgiving prank by a kid who, from a highway overpass, tossed a frozen turkey that crashed through her car's windshield, horribly scarring her face for life. But, remarkably, she forgave the young man who agreed to join her in lecturing 6th to 12th graders on the often horrendous after effects of such mischief. I thought about the tipping point for forgiveness of repentant transgressors. I wondered which crimes, mine and yours included, would be judged too heinous to be forgiven. Regarding vigilantes, lynch mobs, torturers, rapists, and murderers of innocents, I wondered whether I could have been one of them. Reluctantly, I concluded, yes, of course, if I too had been shaped by what had warped them. Vietnamese peace activist Thich Nhat Hanh says it so well in his poem, "Please Call Me by My True Names," where he says he's both victim and perpetrator. Could I have offered forgiveness to this murderer of my people, this Nazi whose heart and tongue probably softened because he was about to die? I imagine I'd have struggled to remove the duct tape sealing my lips. And then, despite shrill protests and warnings from our resident god of vengeance, I would have said, "Yes, you former monster. You have my forgiveness. I now add your name to the roll of forgiven souls, each of whom will find the pain you've inflicted on others has or will boomerang." Although forgiving you does no real harm to others, our insane species seems to see the withholding of forgiveness as preserving a sacred covenant with victims and their survivors. But I see it as holding fast to toxic grudges akin to ingesting poison in hopes the hated enemy dies. In the long run, keeping fallen fellow humans in contempt will far too soon lead to this planet being left without a soul to grant or be denied forgiveness.